Obviously, we all know where it is in the world. It's located on the west side of Peru. Basically, what I was going for is I wanted to have an aerial representation as well as ground feel human scale representation. So I went with the idea of representing the sun, because they do see sun every day all year, and much of it. Basically, I constructed 4 structures on each quadrant, and those are group gathering spaces, and they are, I'll represent them later, but they are 2 different sizes, one for smaller children, feel more enclosed, a little safer, and the others for large gathering for adults and to watch their kids play. As well, I went with the Peruvian color scheme of the flag, the red, white, blue, as well as yellow, just to give it a little more friendly feel for the children. These here are balance beams that they can run to and from, up and down, as well as play structure, which will, my perspectives will show a lot more clearly. However, they're tiered representations of jumping platforms all the way up to the central climbing structure. Sorry. Basically, this is the climbing structure. It incorporates 4 trees on each side for shading for the children, as well as at certain points of the day, shading for the this enclosed structures. Basically, it provides tiered leveled play for the children, as well as gaps for jumping over, up and down. They can come in on either side, depending on their size and their play capability. And basically, it's a ladder, and it's an enclosed railing on the top, so it is safe. And basically, the materials that it's built out of, it's an adobe brick, compacted brick base, and it's not a complete structure, it's just the base. And then, as far as I know, it's called Cana hyaquil, was the term for it's the medium-sized cane stalk, and basically it would be run across, providing an enclosed structure, and like you said earlier, a neat sound when you run over it, as it'll, the hollow echo. As well, I'm not sure about the construction of the benches. However, the cane is green when you get it, so I thought if possible you could bend it and let it dry and provide nice seating areas with, you'd combine a couple pieces of the Cana hyaquil or the Arcone for the base, and then for the seating it'd be the Cana hyaquil. As you can see up to the top left, it is a view from the top, so the children will be able to see out further than any of their parents would. And I purposely made the top structure small enough that the parents would have a hard time getting up in there. And if it's possible for them to, if the kids want them to, they'll go there and they'll experience it. But just make it a little more children friendly, and make them kind of have the humor of laughing at their parents when they can't do the same tasks they can. This is just to go into the structures of the group gathering areas. This is it's approximately 15 feet diameter. So it's not too large, but it's large enough to construct while you're down there, I feel. I'll actually, later on in the presentation, be going into how you can actually construct one of these, how I feel visually and by hand to be able to construct one of these quite easily. And when you get one, you'll be able to improve on the next 3, and I'm sure it will go a lot more smoothly than the first does. A couple neat little features. I did an enclosing fence, which will be very simple to make. It'll be out of the Cana hyaquil, and it'll be different levels. So all you have to do is cut them to different lengths and just bury them in the ground to a certain depth so they will not fall over. And then it provides a sense of enclosure for the area because of the vast flat areas of the land. This will provide a nice room. It'll be like an outdoor room for them. And also contain within that room, I created little outdoor rooms, seating areas for kids as well as parents to sit under the tree, shaded, which they're not used to. And this is just a closer view of the balance beams, which are also made out of the cane. and they can run up and down them. They're only about a foot wide, so they'd be very easy to construct. And also these, I really want to see them implemented, but I'm not sure of their feasibility. The cane, maybe the smaller cane, the cane of Brava, might be able to bend, and you put it from one piece of the ground into the next, and it provides a nice little tunnel for them. You could do one about 3 feet for the really small children, and then 5 feet for the other age groups, which I thought would be really, really neat. It's almost like a little mysterious room for them they can hide in, but it's still safe with the views through and whatnot. This is the enclosed gathering space structure that I thought, I'm not sure if this is exactly how you would construct it, but I thought if you took the Orcona, I think it's Orcona stalk of the cane, and you combined a few together, creating a 6x6 or a 4x4 post like we would have here, bounding them together, and then putting them in the ground, that would be your base for to hold up the main structure. And if feasible, you could bend it while it's still fresh and bind that together, creating the oval, as well as binding them together. You'd build this structure here on the ground before raising it up, and then containing it with the grass, which they do regularly, so they would know how to assist in constructing something like that. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to answer them, and thank you very much.